Good morning. My name is Susan DeCourcy, and I'm the Regional Administrator for the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. I'd like to welcome everybody here today to the Driving High, Kiss Your License Goodbye. This is our drug impaired driving enforcement campaign kickoff. This is a crackdown of all kinds of drug impaired driving throughout Missouri, Kansas, Iowa, Nebraska, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. Why drug impaired driving and why now? It's simple. Drug impaired driving is a growing problem in our country, and today, 4/20, is a date associated with cannabis culture, an ideal time to draw people's attention to the fact that drug impaired driving and drivers are endangering themselves, their passengers, and everyone on the roadway. We want to put them on the notice that if they are driving high, they can kiss their license goodbye. Consider this. In 2016, 7,623 lives were lost. That's 20% of the total fatalities because of drug-related crashes. These are sons, daughters, mothers, and fathers who've lost their lives due to someone's decision to drive under the influence of drugs. Can you imagine the difference in the lives of all those affected if a friend had stepped in to take the keys from someone about to leave a party who was just a little high? Or imagine the difference in the lives of those affected if a parent who had taken more prescription drugs than they really needed to and had asked a parent to please pick up the kids. The difference would be profound. But my message is simple. It is never safe to drive when impaired. I want to commend law enforcement and the highway safety professionals from the states of Missouri, Kansas, Iowa, Nebraska, Arkansas, and Oklahoma for recognizing the importance of this public safety issue and committing valuable resources to cracking down on drug impaired driving. Over the next several days, these officers will be patrolling thousands of miles of roadways looking for and arresting people found under the influence of drugs and other alcohol. Remember, driving high, kiss your license goodbye. I'm thrilled that a representative from all participating state highway patrols and a local drug recognition expert is here today and is joining us into support of this effort. And now we will hear from each of them. Colonel Karsten.
Good morning. I'm Colonel Sandy Karsten with the Missouri State Highway Patrol. And every day, our troopers are looking for signs of impaired driving. That's on every traffic stop. We're proud to support this campaign to raise awareness about this problem, and we will continue to do our part looking for and arresting drug impaired drivers. There are never warnings for impaired driving. Driving high, kiss your license goodbye. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Colonel Mark Bruce with the Kansas Highway Patrol. In 2016, there were 381 individuals killed in traffic fatalities in the state of Kansas. 43 of those deaths were drug-impaired driving related. Along with our local chiefs and sheriffs, we're out to crack down on drug-impaired drivers throughout the state of Kansas and work to make the roads of Kansas safer. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Colonel Jeff Ritzman with the Iowa State Patrol. I'm here to remind you that driving under the influence of any drug, legal or not, is against the law in Iowa and against the law in every state in the country. If you think driving under the influence of marijuana doesn't affect you, you're mistaken. Iowa law enforcement will be out in full force, ticketing those who drive under the influence of any drug.
Good morning. I'm Colonel John Bolduc with the Nebraska State Patrol. In 2016, there were 218 traffic fatalities in our state. 17% of those involved drugs. That's 37 Nebraskans who lost their lives due to drug-impaired driving. Marijuana, alcohol, prescription, and over-the-counter drugs all impair your ability to drive. We'll be out in force this weekend. Remember, driving high, kiss your license goodbye. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Colonel Bill Bryant of the Arkansas State Police. In Arkansas, officers will be patrolling over 500 miles of highway during this drug-impaired driving enforcement campaign. The Arkansas State Police, along with 40 other law enforcement agencies in the state of Arkansas, will be out in force looking for drug-impaired drivers. We'll stop and arrest anyone who is driving under the influence. Driving high, kiss your license goodbye.
Hello, I'm Lieutenant Colonel J.D. Wilson with the Oklahoma Highway Patrol. In 2016, 687 people lost their lives on Oklahoma roadways. Of those, about 134, or roughly 20%, was drug related. So that's why we are joining our fellow states here today to crack down on drug impaired driving this weekend. Remember, driving high, kiss your license goodbye.
Hello, I am Sergeant Logan Bonney with the Olathe Police Department, and I am a trained drug recognition expert. Almost everyone recognizes the dangers of driving drunk and that it's illegal. But surprisingly, many think that it is okay to drive after getting high or abusing drugs. I want to be very clear. It doesn't matter what term is used. If a person is high, stoned, wasted, or drunk, he or she is impaired. Beginning today, hundreds of drug recognition experts like myself who have specific and extensive training in the detection of drug impairment will be patrolling thousands of miles of roadway throughout the states of Missouri, Kansas, Iowa, Nebraska, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. We will be looking for drivers impaired by any substance. That means impairment of any kind: alcohol, prescription drugs, over-the-counter drugs, and illegal drugs. Driving while impaired by any substance is not only illegal, it can be deadly. Deadly to the driver, to their passengers, and others on the roadway. Make no mistake about this. If you are driving impaired by any drug, you will be arrested. Please drive safe.
That concludes our formal portion of the media event. I'd like to thank everybody for participating. And now I'd like to turn your attention to the drug dog demonstration, which will be taking place over here to my left.